He'd fuck her like this while she was helpless against the wall. She'd come so hard her flesh would be scraped by the cinder block because she'd writhe against it like a snake shedding a skin. He'd take her home, rub soft lotions into her flesh, make her sleep naked next to him so he could play with her body whenever, however he wished, all night long. His long, strong fingers would stroke those whip marks, the scrapes, push inside her. Anything he wanted she'd give him, because she trusted him with everything, at least in this moment. Dawn would come and dread would return, along with 100 other emotions wrapping her up like those crisscrossed lines. Only these imprisoned her mind and denied her heart. Only by being his was she truly free. "Madison, are you ready to go? Earth to Madison." Alice's voice, pulling her out of the fantasy, or memory. The man and the dungeon wall were fantasy. Alice's voice a memory, because Alice was dead. It was Madison's subconscious, recalling her to the present. Madison blinked through the car windshield. She was parked in the alley behind Naughty Bits, looking at the cobblestone pavement, a set of dumpsters and an early morning sky, the clouds made smoky and gold-edged by the sun, starting to come up somewhere beyond the row of buildings. Why'd she get out of bed this morning? Because it was time to get moving, do what needed to be done. After weeks of being closed to the public, Naughty Bits needed to be reopened, but she didn't have to face that this morning. She was here to clean, evaluate inventory. Surely she could handle that. Taking her purse and coffee cup with her, she locked the car. As she moved toward the back door, she fished out the key. So focused on getting the door open, she didn't understand why the lock turned easily but the door resisted, until she looked down. A UPS package was propped against the door. It was the size of a cinder block and obviously weighed the same. As she lugged it inside, precariously balancing her coffee, Madison wondered what kind of item with that poundage would belong in a lingerie store. But then Naughty Bits was far more than a lingerie store. The BDSM section had plenty of things that belonged in a medieval dungeon. Maybe it was an engraved ball and chain, a special order gift for the master who had everything. Hefting the box through the stockroom, she took it up front. It'd be easier to have it sitting behind the counter, ready for whomever had to be contacted to pick it up. She left it there as she went to unlock the front door. No, she wasn't opening today, but she didn't expect customers this early in the morning, and she didn't like the trapped feeling of a bolted door. Turning back toward the display counter, she saw the envelope. Everything else vanished. "To Mad Girl" was written on the outside. It looked like it had been placed in its current location weeks ago, bearing a light layer of dust, same as the display counter glass beneath it. Leave it to Alice to think of doing something like this. Fishing out a letter opener from the drawer beneath the cash register, Madison slit the envelope. She ran tense fingers over her face, a reassuring hard stroke, then unfolded the pages. "Sell doesn't have to be a 4-letter word. You used to know that." Madison blinked. Now of all times her sister would choose to be snide. Alice had great hook lines, though. She never started a letter with the traditional "Dear Madison." Her handwritten script had flourishes like Thomas Jefferson's. She'd done cursive that way since the 8th grade. "I'm not being snide. Sell connects to 2 other really important 4-letter words. Want, need. But I think the word that best describes it is provide. Did you ever look that one up in the Encarta dictionary? The legal term means to require something in advance as a condition or as part of a contract. The non-legal term is to supply somebody with something, or be a source of something wanted or needed by somebody. Sets off something in your gut, doesn't it?" Madison swallowed. "Stop it, Alice," she muttered. "Fuck is another 4-letter word, and it gets a bad rap. Cock, cunt, cum. Do you think God and the devil were playing a word game that day? See how many naughty words can start with C, and whoever wins gets to handle everything connected to sex. Go." You know the devil won that one. Hands down. God's still pissed about it. Probably